Hello, friends. I am back and ready to bring you a book called Mr. Putter and Tabby Drop the Ball, written by Cynthia Ryland and Arthur Howard. Now, this book is another mentor text for this reading workshop unit. This is the unit, part of the unit, where we are really diving in deep with our characters. So I just want to flip the page on you real quick, back to the anchor chart that we'll be using for this next week, called Readers Meet Characters Along the Way. And it says, you will be learning about the character, paying attention to other characters too, rereading to learn more about the characters, noticing when the feelings or the voice of your character changes, and bringing the character to life in your mind. So I want you to keep those very important talking points in your mind as we move forward. So like last time, I'm going to take myself off of here so we can really focus on the book. And just remember that characters are the most important ingredient to any story so that readers can pay attention to details to learn all that they can about these characters. So here we go. Mr. Putter and Tabby drop the ball. And there's our title page. And our table of contents, we have Chapter 1, Baseball, Chapter 2, The Team, Chapter 3, The Dandies, Chapter 4, Drop the Ball, and Chapter 5, What a Day. Chapter 1, Baseball. Mr. Putter and his fine cat, Tabby, loved to nap in the summertime. They loved napping in the garden. They loved napping on the porch. They loved napping in the car. And now, if we remember in writing workshop, Mrs. Walsh talked about how repeating the words sometimes in books can be very useful. It seems that we nap all the time, Mr. Putter said to Tabby one day. Tabby was old and her frisky days were over. She loved napping. I think we need a sport, said Mr. Putter. Tabby opened one eye. I think we need baseball, said Mr. Putter. Tabby opened the other eye. I wonder where my old mitt is, said Mr. Putter. He headed to the basement, and Tabby was wide awake now. Chapter 2, The Team. Mr. Putter found his mitt. Now all we need is a team, he told Tabby. Mr. Putter called his friend and neighbor, Mrs. Teaberry. Mrs. Teaberry would know about a team. She was very sporty. She even walked the dog-a-thon with her good dog Zeke. Of course there's a team, said Mrs. Teaberry. It's called the Yankee Doodle Dandies. Am I too old to play? Asked Mr. Putter. Heavens no, said Mrs. Teaberry, handing Zeke a sniffy bone. You will feel young on that team. Will my knees feel young on that team? Asked Mr. Putter. You are not too old, and neither am I, said Mrs. Teaberry. We'll both play. Mr. Putter hung up the phone. I hope I'm not too old, he said to Tabby. Tabby just purred. To her, Mr. Putter was perfect. Chapter 3, The Dandies. Mrs. Teaberry and Zeke arrived in their baseball clothes. Let's go, said Mrs. Teaberry. They all drove to the ball fields. The Yankee Doodle Dandies were in the middle of a game. A batter was running for home. Everyone waited and waited and waited. I'm feeling pretty young, said Mr. Putter. Let's go play, said Mrs. Teaberry. She looked at Zeke. Stay, she said, patting Zeke's head. Mr. Putter looked at Zeke. No way, Mr. Putter thought. He petted Tabby and went to play. Chapter 4, Drop the Ball. The Yankee Doodle Dandies were very nice. They let Mr. Putter and Mrs. Teaberry play right away. Mr. Putter took the outfield. Mrs. Teaberry took shortstop. The batter came up. Swing and miss. Swing and miss. Swing and miss. Thought Mr. Putter in the outfield. I could be taking a nap. We will stop here, friends, and I will make another video with the rest of the story.